Hello from the land of TV. This is King Cool. Welcome to the Toast Reviews. As you all know, I drew the penalty box a few days ago, and I finally got the movie. And it's about 100 degrees today, and I've been fighting a cold, possibly a sinus infection for about 3 days. It's just a cold with all boogers. It's just, ugh, I don't get it. And so I've currently watched Failure to Launch, and this tape only has 6 minutes left in it, so we're going to go pretty fast today. Especially because then it won't take as long for me to put the episode up. I don't really have a whole lot to say. Here's my notes. You can't really read them. They're on the back of something I took out of work. And what we have here today is raspberry Pop-Tarts, which don't take long to do anyway, so we're going to do them both at once. Here we go. Okay. Failure to Launch has sort of, I think, it's analog. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is also in the penalty box, so I don't actually remember at this point. I don't remember what they all are. I might have left that one out because I have Failure to Launch in there. But here's how this movie opens. Matthew McConaughey, with all his charm and style, hey baby, what's happening? Hey, he tries to take a lady home, and then when he takes her home, his father bursts in. He's like, I'm sorry, your mom's snoring like a chainsaw or something. And then it's like, oh god, here we go. Boom. And they bust out. And then, but you see them sitting there, she's not actually asleep, they're just listening to the whole thing go out, and I'm like, so they sabotaged this on purpose. And I'm like, well that's weird, they're trying to sacrifice, they're trying to sabotage his romantic thing so he'll get out the damn house. He's supposed to be like 35. And then, later that day, he's like, no, he took him back to the house on purpose so they would do that. But it's never really clear if they are co-participants. And then when they're at a barbecue later, his parents are like, man, and they're all talking about the kids and how they're trying to manipulate them to get out of this thing. And they well, we got this girl, and they put him in touch with Sarah Jessica Parker. And she's like, yeah, I get people out of relationships and do this and this and that. And then you realize, and he's talking to his friends, Matthew McConaughey's talking to his friends, and they're all like, I'll be pushing it if I go any further than that. Okay. And then, he's talking to his friends, and they're all reconciling why they're staying at home. And then, at the end of the point, you realize, wow, everyone in this movie is a deceitful bastard. But since there's really no nice person to put in this, I'm not really bothered by this. I could actually, I could watch this. In fact, they got Zooey Deschanel as the dark-haired, highly sarcastic, very rude friend who becomes interested somewhat in another person, which has been in so many other things, at least in She's Out of My League. And then at the 1 hour mark, it almost avoids the one-act downbeat, but then it goes for it, and then the last half of this movie is serious. Like, I almost could picture this first half, the first hour of this as like a farcical avant-garde comedy about manipulation. But then they use manipulation to try to fix everything. They spend 15 minutes in this only 95-minute movie talking about, oh, well, this is why we gotta fix things. He talks with his father, and he gets to see Terry Bradshaw's butt. If that interests you, then by all means, go check out this movie. And they talk to his mom, and then they say, we gotta do something to get them back together. We gotta do this, and everyone gathers in this big conspiracy to get them back together. And then they do the whole thing where they're talking, they think they're in private, people are watching, people cheer when they reconcile, blah blah blah. I don't know. Like, I was surprised. I don't really hold this movie in any deep animosity. Well, that was starting to get a little caramely right there. I definitely look this cool. How much time do I have left? I got 2 minutes. What did I write down here? He keeps getting bitten by animals. Like 5 times. There's a dolphin, there's a lizard, there's a chipmunk, there's the mockingbird bites a different guy actually. They're not him. Which are trying to say, oh, you're getting bit because you're out of line with nature. It's like, did the other guy get bit in the nose by a mockingbird because he's out of line with nature? It's because he tried to give it CPR. Oh. So, yeah, this movie, like, and furthermore, people slowly start to learn about her deception, but they never tell him straight out. They're always trying to see how they can muscle it into something else, or they're just like, well, I'm going to do this, going to do that. Bradley Cooper's in this movie, and if you forgot that, he probably hopes that you did too. Alright, enough of this. Okay, it's still too hot to eat, but I've only got 1 minute left here on this tape, and I want to go to the very end. So thank you all for watching. Keep watching. If you ever want to see me pull out of the penalty box again, I'm sure it'll be sometime decently soon. We'll come back with the last entry in Rhode Island Film Month this Wednesday. Thank you all for watching. This is King Cool. Drive home safe. Got to pan the camera down to my Pop-Tarts there. Still too hot. I will eat them later.